Level 1. Ignored. At this level, the bank doesn't really see you. You have an account, a card, maybe a small savings balance, but that's about it. You are not a priority. You are simply part of the system. This is usually the phase where you need the bank the most. You care about fees, you care about account limits, you care about every transaction, because every small financial movement feels significant. A fee at this level doesn't feel minor, it feels personal. An overdraft fee, maintenance fee, or declined payment can instantly change your mood because your financial margin is still small. Inside the branch, the experience is simple. You wait in line, take a ticket, speak when called. No shortcuts, no urgency, no special treatment. At this stage, the relationship feels one-sided. You need access, you need approval, you need stability, and deep down, you know the bank has far more leverage than you do. Level 2. Accepted. At this level, something subtle changes. Your income is more stable, your balance looks healthier, and suddenly, the bank starts paying a little more attention. You may start receiving better offers, a nicer card, a credit increase, maybe fewer fees. Nothing dramatic, but noticeable. For the first time, the relationship feels slightly less transactional. Not warm, but less indifferent. At this stage, you begin realizing something important. Banks don't just manage money, they respond to perceived value. You're still not important enough to be prioritized, but you are no longer invisible. Level 3. Courted. This is where the relationship starts feeling different, because now the bank begins approaching you. You get messages about premium offers, credit opportunities, investment conversations, dedicated services. Suddenly, they want your attention. And this shift feels strange at first, because for years, you were the one asking for approval. Now, the energy changes. The bank sees future value in your financial growth. At this level, your money starts attracting attention before you even ask for it. Level 4. Prioritized. At this stage, systems begin opening faster. Calls get answered quicker. Requests move smoother. Processes feel lighter. You now experience what convenience feels like when institutions value your presence. The difference is no longer subtle. You can feel the contrast. The system treats you differently. At this point, banking becomes less about access and more about optimization. You are no longer simply a customer, you are now a valued asset. Level 5. Protected. This is where the relationship transforms completely. The bank no longer feels like a gatekeeper, it feels like infrastructure. At this level, the conversation changes. It's no longer about accounts or fees. It's about preserving and structuring wealth. Private banking, wealth management, tax efficiency, asset protection. A completely different world. At lower levels, you work to fit into the system. At this level, the system starts adapting to you. And that's the real lesson. Banks don't just treat money differently, they treat people differently, based on what money represents.